All right, guys, I used the bathroom, and now we're gonna go back out. This is what I look like today. We're gonna go back out though. Make sure my zipper's up. All right. And there's nobody out here. Oh, this girl here, fixing her hair. Okay, there are, so the stairs are on the other side of the elevator. I knew there were stairs over there. I didn't realize. I wonder if that's new. Oh, this guy was looking at me. Like, what's he doing? So, okay, so that's where the stairs go. So you go up and I guess there's, because when the sheriff first came, when Sheriff McMahon left and Sheriff Dicus took over, there's a social media clip of him coming into the office, everybody applauding the new sheriff in a little lobby. I guess that was over here on this side. And then we're looking at a reflection, I think. But I think on the other side here, you go through that little elevator with your key, or not an elevator, a door. It's a door over here, requires a passcode. And then of course you can go upstairs to where the sheriff's at and say, hey sheriff, here we go. This is the central, so anytime you hear me say CDC in San Bernardino, this is it. Central Detention Center. Hey, Deputy Arden, remember when you told my wife, yeah, he's looking at a year in jail and he's probably gonna pay a $1,000 fine. Remember when you told her that? Guess what happened this March of this year? Not guilty. Here you go, buddy. And I didn't mind coming here because it's like an education here, you know. So when these idiots send people here, really what they're doing is giving people an education on the system so we can help other people. So that's what it is. Hello. You get an education so you can help other people work through the system. You know, sometimes these cops like to fabricate certain crimes. They like to really fabricate resisting. She's trying to whisper, but I'm 57, but I can still hear. How you doing? All right. But like I was saying, these cops like to fabricate crimes, and usually they go with resisting when you're not resisting, or they'll go with obstructing after they've initiated contact with you. So they'll start talking to you, and if you respond, they go, okay, now you're interfering. Stuff like that, you know, little games that they play. But when they lock you up here, you get out, you beat it. You know, like me, I was not guilty. But now I'm able to help other people understand the process. And I think that's what it's all about, is understanding the process. Law enforcement thinks just crossing the street is jaywalking, and that's not necessarily true. You have to have two adjacent intersections with traffic control devices. So we had the one incident where the guy crossed the street. There was only one stop sign there. It was a T intersection, and the cop said, you just jaywalked. No, he didn't. But they're too lazy to go look up the penal code and read it. Trespassing. You're not committing a violation of Penal Code 602 until you refuse to leave.
Sir, do you have a visit here or no?
Huh?
Do you have a visit here?
No, I'm just doing a story, journalism.
Okay, please just be mindful that there's little children here, okay?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Be
Okay,
mindful that
thank
when you
you.
handcuff
Thank you.
people,
Have a good day.
you don't want to slap them while they're handcuffed. Just be
Well,
mindful
I've
of
never
that,
done
okay?
I've never done
Be
that.
mindful that, you know, you don't want to violate people's Fourth Amendment rights.
God bless you, okay?
Okay, yeah, goodbye. Okay, I've been doing this for 16 years. I know how to not record children. Anyway, like I was saying, on the Penal Code 602, sometimes the cops will say, oh, you're on public property, you're trespassing. That's not true. Once you're asked to leave, if you leave, you weren't trespassing. Not until you refuse to leave. But again, cops don't go back and they don't go and reread the penal code. They just make it up because they don't know what they're talking about, or they're too lazy to go back and reread it. So just remember that when you're dealing with these officers out here, make sure that you've read the penal codes, make sure that you've read this California vehicle codes, the statutes, so when the officer tries to fabricate or enforce a law, you know what you're talking about more than that officer. You have to do that. You have to educate yourself, because these officers won't educate. They go through the academy and then they say, oh, I'm a cop now. No, you have to actually go back and reread the penal codes that you're enforcing. You have to go back and reread the California vehicle codes that you're enforcing. And they won't do that. They just say, well, take it to the judge. That's a violation of your Fourth Amendment of U.S. civil rights. It really is. So I want you guys to be mindful of that. And this is the Central Detention Center where everybody comes when either a person commits a crime or a cop fabricates a crime, because they do. They like to invent stuff because it goes on their stats. You know, I got an arrest. Yeah, but it was a violation of the Fourth Amendment. So there you go, guys. See, now that would have been a boring video until Missy came up and got involved. You know what I mean? That was a boring video until she got involved. So she's trying to tell me what to do. I've been doing YouTube since 2006. I said 16 years. I'm wrong, ain't I? 2006, 10... 18 years. Really? It's 17. Wow, I said 16 years, but it's been, this October will be 18 years I've been doing this. So 18 years, man.